Tonight, more firefighters needed. Despite recruitment efforts, local departments are short on staff.
Plus, a night of unrest in St. Cloud, Minnesota, as looters took over streets and nearly 40 arrests followed.
And preparing for takeoff, we're getting an inside look at how one airline is making sure you stay safe while on board their flights.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. We're learning tonight first responders are in high demand, but agencies are struggling to recruit.
Not only is it impacting police recruiting, but there's been a drop in interest for both career and volunteer firefighters as well. CBS3's Emma Quinn explains why.
When Duluth Fire Chief Sean Creuset started with the department 22 years ago, he says he was one of several hundred who wanted to fight fires. Since then, things have changed.
We usually test in the fall. We had right around 100 people who actually took tests.
Statistics show fire departments everywhere are struggling with declining recruitment. Creuset says one reason, concerns about whether a public works job will provide stability.
As we've modernized things and, budget concerns are obviously a big deal. And you see cuts in municipal departments.
Corey Larson is a training administrator with the Cloquet Area Fire Department. He also works with volunteer departments and says they're having an even harder time finding staff.
And it could be because the time commitment for volunteer firefighters when they're balancing their family and then also their actual career.
Larson and Creuset say reason for the decline is younger generations feeling the need to get a 4-year degree. But they want people to remember that technical programs like Lake Superior College have degree programs in fire training.
These young folks don't quite know that they can get a 2-year associate's degree and be very successful.
The Duluth Fire Department has been working to recruit kids at a younger age, hoping to spark interest in firefighting.
We do things in the schools, usually in the spring, at Myers-Wilkins and at Lincoln Park. They've got different career nights that we usually attend.
Coronavirus is putting a damper on those efforts, and with ongoing budget concerns, it's unlikely recruitment worries will extinguish anytime soon.
Chief Creuset says they're also working with community partners to bring more diversity to the Duluth Fire Department.
Meanwhile, the Duluth Police Department is facing recruiting challenges as well. DPD Public Information Officer Ingrid Hornibrook says in years past, they'd have 600 applicants per hiring round. Now, they're getting around 150. She says they're using new, innovative recruitment tools to attract candidates. DPD focuses on character-based hiring, so Hornibrook says they also hope to recruit people who want to improve the department from the inside.
We're really hoping that what we see are those people of good character who are interested in becoming police officers will come forward and seek out this career to be the change that they want to see.
The city of Duluth is currently in a hiring freeze due to coronavirus-related budget shortfalls. The police department is not actively recruiting.
At 5 o'clock, we told you about a town hall put on by local lawmakers to discuss racial justice and police reform. Now we're learning that has been rescheduled. Duluth Senator Eric Simonson will host a virtual town hall. It was supposed to start at 6 p.m. tonight. It will now happen next Monday instead. He'll be joined by Duluth City Council Vice President Renee Van Nett, St. Louis County Attorney Mark Rubin, and other local leaders. New at 6, dozens of people, including 2 juveniles, have been taken into custody after another night of unrest in St. Cloud. On Monday night, police responded to a report of gunshots near St. Cloud State University. When they arrived, multiple people were seen running from the area, but no victims were located. Within a half hour, police said 200 people gathered and the crowd soon took over the roadway, blocking traffic. Some individuals were seen throwing rocks at police officers and passing vehicles. Police say the scene turned destructive and an area of the city was overrun by looters. Tear gas was then used to disperse the crowd. By Tuesday morning, 37 adults and 2 juveniles were taken into custody. The unrest in St. Cloud follows an online rumor that police shot and killed 2 black teenagers. That story was false.
Minnesota's governor voiced his support for a state bonding bill today, and his hope is that the legislature will pass funding during the special session. Governor Tim Walz says the projects in the bonding bill have been planned and vetted and have community support. It supports projects like upgrades to the National Guard armories and firehouses, drinking water infrastructure, housing development, and some northern Minnesota-based projects. Senate Republicans are working on their own bonding bill. Walz says he hopes lawmakers can come together to support funding for projects that will keep Minnesotans healthy and safe.
Minnesota needs to invest in our infrastructure and needs to invest in our people. Not only will it create jobs, it keeps the value of our most precious assets up.
If passed, a bonding bill could include millions of dollars to fund dozens of projects around northeastern Minnesota. And let's head to Caitlin for a quick look at the weather. Caitlin, we talked about maybe some records at 5, but I guess it's official now.
It is official for 2 areas, Duluth included and Brainerd, of course. Both hit record highs. Duluth just barely hit that record high of 89 degrees. Our old record was 88 degrees set in 1907. Brainerd crushed their old record of 91 degrees back in 1933 and hit 95 degrees for a high. Now, most areas still sitting in those upper 70s and some 80s. Fairly warm across the region as we still sit under mostly sunny skies. Plenty of sunshine, of course, remains until the sun does set around 9:05 tonight. So still plenty more hours of sunshine and warmth. And we're going to see quiet conditions through the rest of this evening. So 61 degrees we will get down to in the Twin Ports overnight. Still a fairly warm evening, so several areas will be very warm overnight. A southerly wind continues into Wednesday for another beautiful afternoon. So I have those details coming up next.
Thanks, Caitlin. New at 6, the pilot of a small plane walked away after a rough landing at the Ely Municipal Airport this morning. The St. Louis County Sheriff's Office responded to the airport just before 11:30. They say the Piper Malibu fixed-wing, single-engine plane sustained only minor damage to its prop and front landing gear. The FAA is investigating.
After airlines have been hit with billions of dollars in losses since the beginning of the pandemic, some are preparing for takeoff again.
Delta is showing off their cleaning and safety measures in an effort to get people back in the air. David Schumann explains how.
My smile, to have that hidden is really hard.
Barb Lillen says she smiles with her eyes now in her role as a Delta customer service agent. Just as she has to wear a mask, all the airline's passengers do too.
It's really important that we walk the walk.
Employees get temperature checked every day. They'll also all be tested for COVID-19 this week and have been trained to recognize the disease's symptoms. On board, planes are being filled to 60% capacity, and middle seats are off limits. After every flight, the planes are sprayed down with disinfectant chemicals. It's called electrostatic cleaning because the chemicals are charged up in order to cling better to the surfaces.
I really feel like with this new level of cleanliness, there's no better time to fly.
From the month of May to the month of August this year, the number of departures will double. But we still are very far away from where we were pre-COVID.
More people passed through TSA checkpoints nationwide Sunday than any day since March 21st, but it was still a fifth of the amount a year ago. The low point in mid-April saw a 96% drop from 2019.
It was a little surreal because it was so quiet.
But with demand starting to rise again, Delta is bringing planes and routes out of storage.
But this is all driven by customer demand. We are not flying out hoping the customers will come. They are telling us where they want to fly.
Leaders with Delta guess it'll be 2 to 3 years before the airline industry recovers. They're hoping their efforts now will set them apart from the competition.
All of these cleaning practices that you may have experienced a bit earlier, all of these are going to continue indefinitely.
Delta says if a traveler is visibly sick, airport EMTs will be called, and based on their recommendations, the airline can decide not to let the passenger on board.
The Minnesota Department of Education has advised school districts and parents to be prepared for one of 3 learning scenarios this fall. Those scenarios include going to school completely in person, a hybrid of in-person and online classes, and operating completely online. State education officials are working with the health department to create a final plan. Officials hope to have a decision by July 27th. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, remembering Everett, how their young son, after their young son died, a local family is working to keep his memory alive.
And we came in at 89 degrees today up on the hill in Duluth. Still missing a lot of rain, though, and we're not looking at much in the forecast. I have those details coming up next.
Slumberland's huge clearance event. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, one-of-a-kind items. Plus, get totally free doorstep shipping. Hurry into our huge clearance event and save. only at Slumberland Furniture.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Celebrate this 4th of July knowing you look your best with Plexiderm. Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to, like, get rid of the bags? And
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14.95. See it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Slumberland's huge mattress clearance event. Crazy markdowns on all kinds of mattresses, like a Sealy Queen mattress as low as $149. Plus, overstocks, closeouts, floor samples. Hurry to Slumberland's clearance mattress event. Don't miss out.
Life is a responsibility. We're here to save each other.
This whole thing, how do I know it's not another game?
We'll find a way forward together. I never slept with the captain before.
I recommend it. Brace yourselves. Ready, Admiral? Engage.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by St. Luke's.
So Duluth and Brainerd both came in with high temperatures that did break their old record. We broke ours with just 1 degree, 89 degrees up on the hill. Slightly cooler though down here in Canal Park. And our rain deficit almost 2 inches for the month of June. Now it's sure feeling like summer, and the first day of summer doesn't quite hit until Saturday, but temperatures across the board as of 6:12 this evening in the 90s for most areas to our south and our west. Brainerd 93 degrees, the Twin Cities 90, 86 degrees still up on the hill in Duluth, and 79 in Grand Marais. Still plenty of sunshine. The sun, remember, doesn't set until about 9:05 this evening, so still several hours of sunlight. Temperatures as well as we sit off of that high pressure. We've got clearing skies, of course, and that remains the trend through the overnight period tonight. As we head into Wednesday, we're still on the backside of this high pressure ridge and behind a warm front. So that high pressure ridge is bringing in that southeasterly flow. So for the most part, we'll see those southerly winds. A few areas along the North Shore, we'll see some of that easterly flow, of course, bringing temperatures down slightly. 84 degrees up on the hill for Wednesday, plenty of sunshine. Thursday is when things start to change up a bit as a cold front slides into the region, bringing in cloud cover very early on Thursday. Our northwestern counties will have isolated thunderstorms very early in the morning. 3 o'clock on is when these storms are expected to kind of start rolling in and start to kind of become more severe and strong in our western counties. Duluth around the noon time on Thursday. Friday we clear out. We see some sunshine, still on the mild side though, of 79 degrees for your high. So timing it out for you here on the Weather Max forecast. Wednesday morning through Wednesday afternoon, plenty of sunshine, all those winds coming out of the south. plenty of warmth, and that continues into Thursday. So we've got that cold front off to our north and west, bringing in those lines of showers and thunderstorms. And you'll notice a few of these cells indicating a little bit brighter colors. That just shows the severity of each cell from the other ones. So we are expecting quite a bit of rain in some of these counties. Here in Duluth, we could pick up about a ½ inch of rain once all is said and done, because once it starts moving across the region, it does break up quite a bit through the afternoon. Now, if you're like me, you like to get out and go golfing on nice days, tomorrow is looking like a great day to get out. 8 a.m., 66 degrees by 5 o'clock, still plenty of sunshine. Clouds will start to increase in the late afternoon Wednesday. Temperature is into those mid-80s once again. Tonight, staying warm, very warm, mostly clear skies. Temperatures in those mid to upper 60s down to our south and west, 61 up on the hill, 57 down here by the lake, 63 in Hayward, south wind at 10 to 15. Tomorrow, temperatures rise back up into those 80s, well above average. Could see a few more records break, possibly. 84 up on the hill, 74 down by the lake with that pesky south-southeast wind. 7-day forecast. Wednesday is looking like another day that we just saw today, with just more sunshine, less cloud cover in the morning. Thursday is going to be a more gloomier, muggy, humid type of day, because we'll see those storms kind of roll in through the period of the day, and then through Friday, the skies clear up and temperatures back up into the upper 70s.
That looks like a nice week to me. Well, welcome into sports. One of the most successful and decorated players that the UMD men's basketball program has ever seen is Brandon Meyer. He took a big step in his career today. The Superior native signed a one-year contract to play professional basketball with Lahti basketball in Finland, the country's most prominent league. Meyer heads overseas directly after playing 4 years with the Bulldogs, becoming their all-time leading scorer and 8th ever All-American. He played in 31 games in his senior season at UMD, averaging over 23 points a game, shooting over 52% from the floor. Lahti's basketball season is set to begin in October. Well, if your kids are itching to get outside and try something new this summer, North Shore stand-up paddleboarding may have the answer for you. The North Shore Sup held its first kids club of June earlier today over on Barker's Island. The club takes kids ages 10 and up on a 2-hour paddle adventure around the island. Heather Holmes is the co-owner of North Shore Sup and wanted to give kids a first-hand instruction on a sport she loves.
We love the water, we love exploring different waterways, and we love the accessibility out here. There are so many waterways and so many relatively low-consequence waterways that it's just a great place to introduce people, just another way to enjoy the water.
The club also offers an incentive for kids to be a part of the Paddle the Island Club.
The Kids Club is an opportunity for kids to paddle around the island with an instructor. We let them come to 4 kids clubs, so they can attend 4 separate sessions, and then they've earned their island club. So it's just to get people out and enjoying the outdoors on a regular basis. The Kids Club came about because now we need an opportunity for kids to be able to achieve that.
If you're interested, the next session is next Thursday, June 25th at Barker's Island. We'll have a link to more info on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. 1 year after its inaugural tournament, the 3M Open will undergo a big change. Some of the biggest names in the PGA will compete at TPC in Blaine, July 23rd through the 26th. But this year, of course, no fans will line the fairways. 3M Tournament Director Mike Welch says they'll move forward with a no spectator scenario. Typically, for a tournament like this, they would have 2,000 people helping out, but due to COVID-19 guidelines and no spectators, this year they will only have about 300 to 350 volunteers. Players and caddies will undergo a COVID test each day. Volunteers and others not playing will be away from the players and will have their temperatures checked throughout the tournament.
We've been weighing a number of scenarios. At one point, it was 7 scenarios. I think you'll find to a person that if this is the safest way to conduct a PGA tournament, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to be able to do that and support a number of COVID-related charities, as well as charities that are starting to rebuild the Twin Cities here after the last 3 weeks.
Last year, the 3M Open raised $1.5 million for local charities. Even while being handicapped by a pandemic, they're hoping to keep that going. That's going to do it for sports for now. We'll have more here back tonight at 10. We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
What's behind the curtain? Window treatments from concept to creation to installation. Bellinger Draperies, Shades and Blinds. Shades above the rest.
I'm Dr. Carolyn Phelps, licensed psychologist. In the wake of this pandemic, many of us are feeling over-challenged and overwhelmed. If you or someone you care about is struggling with anxiety, depression, or any other mental health problem, please know this: getting help matters. Mental health care is essential care, and it's still available. Simply contact a local mental health care provider yourself or ask someone you trust whom they'd recommend. Now more than ever, reach out for help.
Real encounters with God are life-changing. Join us Sundays at 11:30 for The Message of Good Hope and learn how you can reach your highest potential through a relationship with Christ. Only on the Duluth CW.
Reclaim your life today in the face of anxiety, depression, or thoughts of suicide at Ketamine North Infusion. In our safe spaces, we want to ensure you a better quality of life with our low-dose IV ketamine infusions. Ketamine North Infusion. Be well with us.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another. For connection. In ways like no other. Together. Or even apart. We are resilient. The 2020 census is here, and we need to do our part for our people.
At Lift Pro International, we have custom designed and fabricated lifting, weighing, and rigging solutions for more than 40 years. With a worldwide presence and reputation, we need world-class insurance to match. This is why we trust Cindy of Vernon Insurance to make sure we're fully covered no matter where in the world we're doing business.
Protect your home, vehicle, or business, and your peace of mind. Call Cindy at Vernon Insurance today.
Got a tough job to tackle? New Holland has a full line of tractors to make sure you're ready to meet any challenge. From compact tractors and attachments to tractors ready to work on the farm, New Holland has the products and know-how to make sure you get the job done right the first time. With over 100 years of experience providing tractors for the home, farm, and everything in between, we have the solution to meet your demands. New Holland.
Serves you better than Bullet Implement.
Synergy. To us, it's the definition of what's behind the curtain. Discover what we can create together. Bellinger Draperies, Shades and Blinds. Shades above the rest.
A Duluth family is fighting to keep their son's memory alive. Tonight we're hearing from the Eastvold family after 6-year-old Everett drowned in Lake Superior just 2 weeks ago.
CBS3's Leanne Valdez spoke to his parents this afternoon about how they're honoring their little boy.
We're having fun. We're on the beach.
A day filled with laughter and sun.
He kept coming back asking for food and snacks like every 5 minutes on that beach. You know, he's like, Mom, can I have a cookie? Can I have a cheese stick?
Quickly turned into a parent's worst nightmare.
It happened so fast. I can't believe how fast it happened.
Amanda Eastvold took her children and their neighbor friend to cool off on the south shore of Lake Superior. The children were in waist-deep water, playing by a tide pool when they encountered a drop-off.
Oh, I remember every minute of it.
Ruby, Amanda's middle child, went under but quickly swam to shore.
And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that.
Her youngest, Everett, and friend 9-year-old Lily were fighting for their lives.
And I just grabbed her and I was like, I know I'm not going to find Everett. I know I'm not going to. And I was like, I have to put everything that I have into getting Lily back to shore.
Everett's dad was at work when he got the news.
As soon as I saw the lights, I knew it was real bad.
Lily survived. 6-year-old Everett didn't.
I did everything that I could.
2 weeks after Everett passed, the Eastwolds are gripping onto his memory.
All right, show me your beard. Let's see it, buddy.
A little soul that just loved everybody.
Hey, Everett, can you tell me what Easter is all about?
Admiring the faith he had.
Jesus rose up from the dead.
He loved Jesus.
And keeping Dad on his toes.
Dad.
They're doing so with friends and family by their side. Tuesday, Everett's teachers came by the Eastwolds' house to help plant blueberry bushes in his memory.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Rocks painted by Everett's fellow classmates were laid out to keep the bushes safe.
Back there, one.
The house is silent now.
Yeah, still trying to adjust to not seeing them.
But the memories left behind will never be silenced.
I got a full 6 years of singing to him every single night and saying prayers with him every single night. And I don't regret that.
I will trust in him and not be afraid. For the Lord is my stronghold and my sure defense. And he will be my Savior. Woohoo!
A visitation will be held at the Duluth Vineyard Church this Friday. The public is invited to pay their respects from 11 a.m. to noon. There will be a private service right after. The family is also accepting Matchbox cars to donate in Everett's memory. You can learn more about that on our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
And Caitlin gives us a last look at the weather. Caitlin, warm out there today. We're going to see that continue into the evening.
Yep, so those temperatures will drop a couple degrees, but fairly warm overnight tonight. Temperatures across the board are going to drop into those mid to low 60s. So 61 up on the hill here by the lake. Further inland, though, temperatures will be in those mid 60s. So very warm overnight. The southerly wind does continue at 5 to 15. Wednesday, beautiful afternoon, plenty of sunshine. Golf forecast looking great. 8 a.m. sunshine, 66 degrees. Continues through the afternoon, 83 degrees. And then by 5 p.m. still in those mid 80s. Now clouds will start to increase very late on Wednesday into your Thursday morning. If you're in areas like Baudette or Bemidji or International Falls, very early on Thursday morning, you'll start to hear some isolated thunderstorms roll through. That'll finally get to the Twin Ports by about noon on Thursday. Like I said, timing, though, could change. We'll have, of course, further updates tonight at 10, some of which could be on the severe side for our western counties. So Thursday's the day to remain sky aware. But before we get there, enjoy the nice afternoon that we have in store for Wednesday, because the first day of summer isn't until Saturday, and we've got summer-like temps all week.
And we're getting a little taste of it a little bit early on.
Like
I know you like that golf forecast.
Yeah,
there.
I sure did.
I know that was not the right golfing. I don't play.
We'll work on it.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.
CBS